Anderson Cooper is keeping them honest. AC 360, CNN weeknights, 8 Eastern.
We begin tonight keeping them honest with new information that goes straight to a key question in the rape case out of Steubenville, Ohio. Was a young woman, the young woman in this picture, as drunk and incapacitated as this photo would seem to suggest? Was she too out of it or outright unconscious when the state of Ohio claims 2 stars of the local football team sexually assaulted her during a string of parties back in August? Now, we covered this story late last week when some explosive video was posted online when a teen who may have witnessed the alleged rape was seen joking about the incident. Watch.
What if that was your daughter?
But it isn't. What? If that was my daughter, I wouldn't care. I'd just let her be dead.
Listen to yourself.
I'm listening to myself fine.
In about 10 years, I'm gonna come back to this video.
10 years. My daughter's gonna be getting raped and dead.
So back to the picture. Was the alleged victim in control of her senses? Could she consent to any kind of sexual intercourse? Was the photo something other than it seems, as one of the defense lawyers is suggesting? You'll recall Susan Candiotti spoke with that defense lawyer on Friday.
That photograph, what do you make of it that we have seen of some young people, appear to be 2 teenagers, correct, carrying out this young lady? She appears to be limp, being carried out by her arms and legs.
It does. The photograph, frankly, looks heinous when you look at it. I've been told from at least one witness that we were prepared to call that scene was staged, that she was actually conscious at the time. So we're going to have to wait for trial and see what happens.
Is your client in that photograph?
I can't confirm or deny that.
So he says he's got a witness and that the girl was conscious. Now today, though, the Ohio Attorney General's office put out a whole lot of testimony from 3 witnesses, one of whom disputes that she was conscious. We're going to have more on that in a moment. That testimony was found within nearly 300 pages worth from a probable cause hearing that was held back in October. First, a 17-year-old who was in the car with the 2 defendants, Trent Mays and Malik Richmond, as well as the accuser. Now, here's his description of her physical state before leaving the second of 3 parties for a third party. Question: and what, if anything, did you notice about her behavior? He answers, she was very drunk. And how do you know that? Just like the way she wasn't like fully capable of walking on her own. Another question: and what is it that made you think she wasn't fully capable of walking? He says she was like stumbling as she was walking and we had to help her. Who's we? Well, Trent and Malik helped her. He says that on the way to the car, the young woman actually vomited. Then he testifies she ended up in the car with Mays and Richmond. Richmond in the front, she and Mays in the back seat. At that point, according to this witness, Mays began performing a sexual act on her while he, the witness, says the witness says he was videotaping it on his cell phone. Now, the prosecutor then asked him what the accuser was doing. Answer: she was just sitting there, not really doing anything. The prosecutor asked, was she making any noise? She was kind of talking, but I couldn't make out the words she was saying. Now, again, all of this allegedly took place on the ride from the second to the third party that night, where Malik Richmond allegedly raped the young woman. And again, this witness, the driver, says she was already very drunk back at the second party, something another witness corroborates, calling her, quote, out of it, unquote. He goes on to say it looked like the accuser was trying to go to sleep. He then describes how the 2 defendants got her to the car. He says Trent was holding her by the hands and Malik was holding her by the feet. Then a question: how did they get out of the basement that way? Answer: they carried her through the door out into the street. Now, the testimony that you just heard, it sounds like an exact description of that photo. And the photo that's now become so notorious of an seemingly unconscious woman being carried by the 2 defendants. We do not, however, know if this is indeed what the witness was referring to. Now, this same witness goes on to say that he later saw the second defendant, Malik Richmond, perform a sexual act on the defendant. He told the prosecutor at no time did she speak, utter a sound, or move any part of her body. In all, 3 witnesses testified at the hearing and were cross-examined by attorneys for the 2 defendants. Significantly, during the hearing, neither attorney disputed that their clients had sex with the accuser, only that it was non-consensual. Also, significantly, both accusers were present at the hearing. Now, we should mention the 2 defense attorneys were unable to come on the program tonight. They'll be with us, though, tomorrow night. More on the group, though, that posted the pictures and the video that have shocked people nationwide and is really tearing the small town of Steubenville apart. Our Gary Tuckman got a rare interview with one local member of the group, Anonymous. Here's his look at what makes this shadowy group tick.